Shalom, my name is Yehoshua Yaakov ben Avraham. I'm making this video from Jerusalem. It's addressed to the Elkhardt and Goshen area in Indiana. I want to first thank the 8th graders for writing letters to the President Obama and demanding that he implement and do the things that they saw in the slideshow that I made. Kol hakavod, that means congratulations and blessings. Thank you for doing that. I want you to know that other children in other parts of the world are also writing letters of a very similar nature. The most recent things that I would like to share with you is that I've proposed to the Prime Minister of Ireland, Australia, and Canada to also request the Prime Minister of England to convince Barack Obama that he should commit to a policy of humanomics. Why? Because the problem is a world problem. Plan A has failed. The ARRP, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Program, is as big a flop as is the TARP. When you're on the wrong train, all the stops are wrong. Look, Barack Obama is a very fine man, a very honest, ethical man of great integrity. He's trying very hard, but that's not good enough. He said in a recent briefing, a very long briefing, that everything they're doing with ARRP and the bailouts is all based upon a vision to build a foundation for the long-term growth of the economy, to achieve recovery and to move on to growth. Well, if there's a foundation, if this is all foundational, and it's fundamental in nature, then the question is, what is the prescription? And so I suspect that Geithner and Bernanke and Mr. Larry Summers and all of his advisors, Goolsbee, are kind of blushing in the back room, but I don't think any of them are telling them. If you're going to undertake a fundamental transformation, a foundational approach to restructuring, rebuilding the entire economy, there has to be a prescription. And I'm talking in classical terms. What creates wealth? There has to be a prescription. And the common classical answer is least cost methods of production and distribution. And of course, we know the industrial model, which the American economy is built on, is the division of labor. That's no longer viable. So I'm the author of the integration of labor. That is the new prescription. And that's what these children are writing the president that they want done. In the Elkhart Goshen area, I congratulate those 8th graders. I think we could all take a lesson from them. So folks, what we need you to do is brand humanomics in general, and in particular its new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. I'm its author. Do what the 8-year-olders, so the 8th graders, are doing. And that's writing the president saying this is what we've got to do. Obama says we can't go back. He's absolutely right. And the foundation is now the integration of labor. And we have to basically articulate that and bring that forward in the G20, because the problem is a world problem. It's not just a U.S. problem. And so that's about all I have to say today. I want to thank you. I want to thank my friends, and I got Ruvain and Venezuela and India and England and Ireland. I'm getting an email from all over the world. The young people are really, they're very impressive. They're very smart. Okay, so, and they're quick. So the economics lesson 101 today is what creates wealth is the least cost method. And the new paradigm, the integration of labor, is the answer to that. That's the solution long term. And that is the fundamental change. That's the rock upon which we will build a sustainable growth for the American and G20 economy, the world economy. And so that's the purpose of this message. And so I thank you all, and especially all of the children in Elkhart, Goshen, Indiana, and all of the other schools around the country. Do the same. And you can find Yehoshua and on YouTube. There's 300 or 400 videos and the slideshows. There's a recent slideshow about a week ago that explains all this. And I thank you very much for listening and for the encouragement and all the beautiful emails. And we bless you from Jerusalem and receive it to give. and that's Kabel B'Shulat in Hebrew, and in English, receive it to give. I want to say just one final thing in passing, and that is that Barack Obama is the best we could possibly have. He's a very good, ethical, moral, hardworking, very honest, capable, competent, coherent leader. But I want to say that he is he's a politician, and he's a secular leader. We need today a spiritual leader. And the basic difference between a political leader and a spiritual leader is closeness to God. Who would you listen to? Would you listen to Barack Obama or Moshe Rabbeinu? Moshe talked directly with God. Okay, it's very nice to know what God's plan is. So we need a spiritual leader in the world. And so the last thing that I would like to say is that we should better be prepared, because I think that God is going to give us a spiritual leader. And I think now that Barack Obama has been elected, a black man who's the leader of the free world, I think we are going to have a Jewish spiritual leader very soon, and that we will recognize and accept and listen to. And when we do, we will have the benefit of advice and counsel and wisdom that's close to God. Thank you for listening, especially for those young people who have been so incredibly blessed and supportive. I thank you very much. Keep those emails and the tweets and on MyFace and MySpace and Facebook and LinkedIn and all of the social networks. It's really beautiful to see all of the effort that's forming. Okay, so Humanomics is now becoming a movement, and that movement is founded upon the vision of a spiritual leader, and Jerusalem is Yehoshua. Thank you for listening.